Hi, I'm Bad Skin Tags, and I have some ideas on how to rework Blackbeard. I think one thing most people can agree on right now is that Blackbeard's in a bad place. He's not much fun to play as or against. Playing against Blackbeard can be frustrating because you can feel cheated out of your headshot or punished for having good aim. Playing as Blackbeard can be equally frustrating because it can feel like the shield does nothing to protect you the way it does other players. Also, in an increasingly utility-driven game, he doesn't bring much to the table. Overall, I'd say he's underwhelming to play as and obnoxious to play against, so I came up with 3 ideas to rework Blackbeard. Number 1. Flip the ballistic shield upside down and put it on the bottom of the rifle. This would protect his body more, punishing bad aim, and still leave his head vulnerable to a headshot. I would buff the shield's HP as well as the weapon's ADS time. I would also remove the movement penalty from attaching the shield. Allowing Blackbeard to tank body shots, move faster with the shield attached, and aim faster would make him more competitive without being annoying. With these changes, Blackbeard would also be more flexible. He could still maintain his role as an op that holds angles and cuts off rotations, but he could also be an entry fragger, which I believe he was initially intended to be, judging by his old operator video. He would have the same strength of tanking shots, just not headshots. He would also have the same weaknesses. At any rate, this would be a very simple change, and I believe it would be less obnoxious to play against and less boring to play as. Number 2. Replace the ballistic shield with a static shield. The second idea is less flexible and would be meant strictly to maintain his current role as someone who holds angles and cuts off rotations, but there is a major downside of it being pretty situational. The second idea would involve removing the ballistic shield entirely and replacing it with a gadget similar to a castle barricade, except it would come with peek holes and possibly be semi-transparent. I would also put between 2 and 6 peek holes in the shield so Blackbeard could peek standing, crouching, or prone. I think this would be less annoying than the ballistic shield because again it would punish bad aim and reward good aim. It could be destroyed with a C4 or impact grenade. Like my first idea, this change would have similar strengths and weaknesses to Blackbeard as he is now. He would be less flexible, however, and picking him would depend on the map and site you're playing, similar to Castle or Monty. Number 3. Replace the ballistic shield with a gadget jammer. I personally think this game is in desperate need of a Thatcher alternative. He is banned from nearly every ranked and unranked game, and the defending team needs a reason to ban someone else from time to time and for the right reasons. So what if Blackbeard had a jammer gun that could jam or disable defending gadgets in an area so long as he holds the jammer on them? It would have a small area of effect, be very short range, and the defender gadgets would start working again as soon as he moves his jammer off of them. It could also have a short battery life, so if the defenders interrupt the breach enough times, the jammer would run out of battery and they could still successfully prevent the breach. It would work like this. Blackbeard would approach the wall and start searching for gadgets. He could tell that he is jamming a gadget with a small light that would go from red to green. You should also see that the electricity has stopped. While Blackbeard jams, the hard breacher could then open the wall, and only after the wall is fully opened could Blackbeard stop jamming. If he were to stop jamming too soon, the bandit or Cade would reactivate and the hard breach gadget would be destroyed. Also, because the jammer would be short range, he would need to stay right in the danger zone until the wall is actually opened up. This would make him vulnerable to flanks, runouts, or even a quick C4 toss, as opposed to Thatcher, who could usually throw his EMP from relative safety. On a site like Cafe Kitchen, a Blackbeard with jammer would be in a lot of danger from flanks and C4, and it would make more sense to bring a Thatcher. However, on a site like Consulate Garage, the Blackbeard would be fairly safe, and it would be a better option because it would be harder for the defending team to bandit or Cade trick. Speaking of tricking, yes, it would still be possible by watching the gadget and simply moving it to a different spot, causing Blackbeard to have to move the jammer and causing his battery to run down. This would force the defending team to actually think about who they should ban instead of just defaulting to Thatcher every time, and the attacking team would have to think about their options as well. And I know some of you are thinking, well, what about Kali? And my response to that would be, what about Kali? I just want to say that when I started making this video, the Crimson Heist reveal had not yet come out. I know the new op Flores kind of makes my third idea less relevant, but it doesn't hurt to have options. However, the patch notes did mention that they will be nerfing Blackbeard yet again, bringing his shield health down to 20 from 50, and in my opinion this makes his current ballistic shield pointless. I gotta say, it seems now more than ever how obvious it is that Blackbeard should just be reworked. If you have an opinion on this, put it in the comments. I am genuinely interested in what you have to say. I really appreciate you watching this video, and if you liked it, you know the drill. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.